There was a woman named Susan, 68 years old, living in a small town in Florida. Every morning, Susan would stroll through the park near her home, smiling at the birds and breathing in the fresh air. But one day, she noticed something wasn't right. Her steps felt heavier. Climbing stairs became like scaling a mountain. Her knees ached, and her legs swelled up every evening. Susan wondered, "I've been eating healthy, practicing yoga regularly, so why is my body letting me down? Is it just aging? Or is there something shand millions like her hadn't been warned about?" Have you ever thought that the fruits we love, praised as superfoods, could be the culprits behind your weakening legs? I know it sounds shocking, but the truth is, not every fruit is your friend after you turn 60. Today, I'm going to reveal a secret few talk about 7 common fruits seniors should avoid to keep their legs strong, flexible, and pain-free. You'll be surprised to learn that things you eat every day, like a banana or a glass of orange juice, might be quietly harming your joints, blood vessels, and mobility. But don't worry, I won't just leave you with warnings. I'll share 5 amazing fruit alternatives to help reduce pain, boost circulation, and make you feel younger every day. And most importantly, you'll learn how to eat fruit the right way to protect your body at this age. Before we dive in, I want to hear from you. If you've ever felt your legs weaken or your joints ache for no clear reason, drop a 1 in the comments. If not, write a 0. Your voice matters to us. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss health tips you'll wish you'd known sooner. So, are you ready to uncover the truth about fruit and reclaim the strength in your legs? Let's get started right now. Imagine holding a banana sweet, energizing, hailed as a superfood. You'd think it's making you healthier, right? But here's what surprised me when I dug deeper. Not every fruit is a good friend to us after 60. Have you ever wondered why your body reacts differently now, even though you're eating the same things that worked for you 20 years ago? Let me break it down. As we age, our bodies quietly change. First, blood circulation weakens. Those tiny blood vessels nourishing your legs and joints don't work as efficiently as they used to. Second, our ability to process sugar or insulin starts to decline. According to the American Geriatric Society, over 70% of people over 60 show signs of mild insulin resistance, meaning a banana or a glass of orange juice can spike your blood sugar for over an hour. And here's the big issue. Natural sugars in fruit, like fructose, and acids, like citric acid in oranges, can silently cause inflammation. This inflammation doesn't just make your joints ache, leaves your legs tired, swollen, and can even make walking harder. You might think, but fruit is natural, how could it hurt? That's exactly what I thought, until I met Helen. Helen, 67, from Texas, was someone who took her health seriously. Every day, she ate a banana for breakfast and a slice of watermelon in the afternoon, believing they were great for her heart and energy. But then she noticed her knees were getting sorer and her ankles swelled up every night. She saw a doctor who explained that high-sugar fruits were increasing inflammation in her body. Helen was stunned. She'd been taught her whole life that fruit was golden. But after cutting back on bananas and watermelon, her legs felt lighter and she could walk with ease again. What's the small lesson here? Not all fruits suit your body at this age. What's great for a 30-year-old might not be ideal at 60. But don't worry, coming up, I'll show you how to pick the right fruits to keep your legs strong and pain-free. And guess what the first fruit on our avoid list is? It's sweet, juicy, praised for fighting inflammation, but it can actually harm your legs. It's pineapple. Do you love the sweet, juicy burst of a fresh pineapple slice? I bet many of us do. Pineapple has long been hailed as a superfood said to fight inflammation, aid digestion, and pack vitamins. But have you ever considered that this very fruit could be a silent inflammation trigger, hurting your legs and joints after 60? Here's why. Pineapple contains 2 things our bodies struggle with at this age: natural sugars and strong acids. First, the sugar called fructose can spike your blood sugar in just 30 minutes. The American Dietetic Association says these spikes damage the tiny blood vessels feeding your legs and joints, leading to pain, swelling, and heaviness. Second, pineapple has citric acid, which can trigger inflammation, especially if you already have arthritis or knee pain. And one more thing, If you're on medications like blood thinners, the enzyme bromelain in pineapple can interfere, making your meds less effective. Take John, 72, from California. John loved pineapple. Every morning, he drank a glass of pineapple juice, thinking it was great for his health, but he started noticing his knees swelled daily, and even short walks left him exhausted. He saw a doctor, who advised cutting back on pineapple. After just 2 weeks, John was amazed his knees hurt less, and he could walk through his garden without stopping. What's the small lesson here? Pineapple might be great for younger folks, but for us over 60, it can be a trap. You don't have to give it up entirely, but keep it to under 100 g a day and steer clear of canned pineapple juices loaded with extra sugar. If an anti-inflammatory fruit like pineapple can cause harm, what about a fruit everyone thinks is great for muscles? It's soft, sweet, and full of potassium, but it could make your legs swell. Guess what? It's bananas. Who doesn't love a ripe, golden banana, so soft and sweet? I used to think bananas were nature's gift packed with potassium, great for muscles, and the perfect breakfast. But have you ever wondered, could this friendly fruit be a trap, causing swollen, aching legs after 60? It sounds surprising, but let me share the truth about bananas. Here's the issue. Bananas are loaded with fast-digesting carbohydrates and natural sugars, mostly fructose. When you eat a banana, your blood sugar can spike in just 20 to 30 mNUs. The American Dietetic Association notes that for people over 60, these spikes increase inflammation in joints and blood vessels feeding your legs. The result? Heavy legs, pain when walking, or even swollen ankles by day's end. But that's not all. Bananas can also cause your body to retain water, especially if you have heart or kidney issues. This makes your ankles and feet swell, turning every step into a challenge. Meet Mary, 65, from Texas. Mary was active. She loved walking her dog every afternoon, but she had a habit of eating a banana every night to boost potassium and prevent cramps. Then she noticed her legs swelled every morning, and her knees ached when climbing stairs. She visited her doctor, who suggested cutting back on bananas. After just 1 week, Mary was amazed. Her legs felt lighter, and she could walk longer without tiring. What's the small lesson here? Bananas aren't the enemy, but they can be a trap for your body after 60. If you want to eat them, try half a banana in the morning, paired with some walnuts or plain yogurt to ease the blood sugar impact. And avoid bananas at night when your body's less active to process sugar. If bananas great for muscle scan cause swollen legs, what about a tiny, easy-to-eat fruit that quietly hurts your joints? It's sweet, juicy, and often in our snack bowls. Guess what? It's grapes. Look at these adorable little grapes. You wouldn't want to pop a few in their mouth? I bet many of us see grapes as the perfect snack, sweet, juicy, and good for the heart, right? But have you ever thought that these tiny grapes could be triggering uric acid, causing joint pain and making walking harder after 60? It sounds unbelievable, but let me tell you the truth about grapes. Here's the problem. Grapes are packed with a natural sugar called fructose, which our liver has to process. After 60, our liver isn't as efficient, and excess fructose can turn into uric acid. The American Geriatric Society says uric acid builds up in joints, especially in your big toe, knees, and ankles, causing sharp pain, swelling, and a burning sensation. Ever felt your big toe throbbing at night, or your knees stiffening after a long day? That could be a sign of high uric acid. And the worst part? Grapes are so easy to eat. You grab a few, then a few more, and before you know it, you've eaten a cup, which is 23 g of sugar. Take David, 70, from New York. David loved red grapes. She'd bring a bowl out to watch television every night, but he started noticing his big toe throbbed and his knees swelled, especially after grape-heavy days. He saw a doctor, who explained that grapes were spiking his uric acid, triggering gout attacks. David switched to berries, and after 3 weeks, his pain eased, and he could walk through the park without stopping. What's the small lesson here? Grapes aren't bad, but they can hurt if you eat too many, especially if you have joint pain or gout. If you love grapes, limit yourself to 10 to 12 a day, and eat them in the morning, not at night. Or better yet, try berries. They're lower in sugar and kinder to your joints. If tiny grapes can cause joint pain, What about a fruit we all adore in the summer? It's called the king of fruits, but it might be a sugar bomb for your joints. Guess what? It's mangoes. Remember the feeling of biting into a ripe mango, sweet as candy, melting in your mouth? I'll admit, mangoes are one of my favorite fruits. They're like summer in every bite. But have you ever considered that this king of fruits could be a dangerous sugar bomb, harming your joints and weighing down your legs after 60? Let me share the truth about mangoes. Here's the issue. Mangoes are loaded with natural sugar. A single medium mango has 45 g of sugar, about the same as a can of soda. When you eat a mango, your blood sugar skyrockets, and after 60, our bodies don't handle these spikes well. The American Dietetic Association says repeated blood sugar spikes can cause joint inflammation, leaving you with sore knees, ankles, or even a burning sensation in your toes. Plus, mangoes are so sweet and easy to eat that we often overdo it. Slice becomes 2, then 3. This puts extra strain on your body, making your legs heavy, swollen, and walking a challenge. Meet Linda, 67, from Arizona. Linda loved mangoes every summer. She'd buy a basket and eat them daily. But she started noticing her knees ached more, and climbing stairs got tough. She thought it was just aging, but her doctor explained that the sugar in mangoes was fueling inflammation. Linda switched to avocados and berries. After 2 weeks, she was amazed she could walk easier, and her knees weren't swollen anymore. What's the small lesson here? Mangoes may be a summer treat, but for us over 60, they're like a sugar bomb. If you want to eat mangoes, stick to a small slice about 50 gat lunch, paired with plain yogurt to lessen the blood sugar hit. Or better yet, choose lower sugar fruits, as I'll share later. If mangoes, the king of fruits, can cause harm, what about other everyday fruits we eat? They seem harmless, but could hurt your joints and tire your legs. They're oranges, watermelons, and green apples. Look at these oranges, watermelons, and green apples. I bet they're regulars in your kitchen. Who doesn't love a cold glass of orange juice in the morning, a refreshing watermelon slice, or a crisp green apple? But have you ever thought that these familiar fruits could quietly cause joint pain and leg fatigue after 60? Let me explain quickly so you get the full picture. First, oranges are packed with citric acid, which can trigger joint inflammation, especially if you drink orange juice daily. This acid stiffens your knees and hips, making every step harder. Next, watermelon, though juicy and low-calorie, has a high glycemic index, spiking your blood sugar and causing swollen, tired legs. Finally, green apples contain malic acid, giving that tart crunch, but it can cause hip pain and cramps in seniors, especially if eaten before bed. Take Robert, 69, from Ohio. Robert used to drink orange juice every morning and eat watermelon in the afternoon, thinking they were healthy. But he noticed his knees ached more and his legs swelled every night. He saw a doctor who advised cutting back on these fruits. Robert switched to berries and pears, and after just 10 days, he could walk through the park easier with no more pain. What's the small lesson here? Oranges, watermelons, and green apples are great when you're younger, but after 60, they can harm your joints and legs. If you want to eat them, keep it small, like half an orange or a watermelon slice, and eat at lunch, not at night. Now that you know which fruits to limit, the good news is there are other fruits that can keep your legs strong and flexible. Curious what they are? They're berries, avocados, and more. Now that you know which fruits to limit and the amazing replacements to try, you're probably wondering, how do I eat fruit the right way to keep my legs strong? I used to think just eating fruit was enough, but it turns out how you eat fruit matters more than you think. Let me share 3 simple tips anyone over 60 can start using today. First, portion size. The American Dietetic Association says seniors should stick to 1 to 2 fruit servings daily. Serving is about a cup of berries or half an avocado. Eating too much, even of good fruits, can spike your blood sugar. Second, timing. Eat fruit in the morning or at lunch, when your body's active and can process sugar. Avoid fruit at night, it can cause swollen legs or nighttime cramps. Finally, pair it right. Don't eat fruit alone, combine it with protein or healthy fats to lessen the blood sugar impact. Try berries with plain yogurt or a pear with a few walnuts. These combos are not only tasty, but help your body absorb nutrients better. Meet Tom, 66, from Chicago. Tom used to eat a big bowl of fruit bananas, mangoes, grapes every night, thinking it was a healthy snack. But he noticed his legs swelled and his knees ached every morning. After learning these tips, he switched to half a pear with some cheese at lunch. After just a week, Tom was amazed. His legs felt lighter, and he could walk around his neighborhood without stopping. What's the small lesson here? Eating fruit isn't just about picking the right ones, it's about eating them the right way, right portion, right time, right pairing. These small changes can make a big difference for your legs and health. You now have everything you need to protect your legs from fruits to avoid how to eat right. But the story doesn't end here. Want to hear an inspiring message and the next steps to stay healthy for years? If you've made it this far, I know you're someone who cares deeply about your health and future. Today, we've been on an important journey. 7 fruits to limit: pineapple, bananas, grapes, mangoes, oranges, watermelons, green apples, because they can quietly harm your joints and legs. We also discovered 5 amazing fruits berries: cherries, avocados, papayas, pesto, keep your legs strong. And most importantly, you learned how to eat fruit, right portion, right time, right pairing. But you know what really touches my heart? It's the story of Jane, 70, from Seattle. Jane used to think knee pain and swollen legs were just part of aging. But after watching a video like this, she decided to make a change. She cut back on bananas and mangoes, switched to berries and avocados, and started eating fruit at lunch with a bit of yogurt. After just a month, Jane told me, "I feel 10 years younger. I can walk with my grandson without stopping to rest." What's the small lesson here? Age isn't a barrier. You don't need to change the world, just small steps, like choosing the right fruits and eating them right, can help you walk lighter, sleep better, and live fuller. You deserve that, and your body's waiting for you to act. Now, I want to hear from you. In the comments, share. Which fruit will you change on your table? Write berries if you're excited to try them, or mangoes if you'll cut back. And if this video helped even a little, please hit like. Share it with family and friends, especially your parents or grandparents, so they can protect their health too. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, because next week, we're sharing 5 simple exercises to make your legs stronger than ever. You won't want to miss it. Thank you for being here. Stay inspired and start acting today.